guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Azja Rene. So today we are going to be getting into this drugstore and beginner-friendly makeup look. Typically, I like to do the very bold and bright and dramatic eye makeup. So I actually was excited to do something more on the softer look and something that doesn't really take too much time. I do want to say that this will be my first video posted in I think almost 2 months, maybe even a month and a half, I don't know. Just because of everything that's going on in the world right now with the Black Lives Matter and the police brutality. I just haven't been feeling very inspired to do a makeup look, nor did I feel like it was appropriate to post anything about anything actually regarding nothing but the movement and what's going on. So I finally was like, you know what, okay, maybe I can still post my makeup looks, but also try to bring awareness to what's going on. So if you can, go ahead and make sure that you can sign petitions, donate money, and then everyone who's out there protesting, I do want to say thank you, just because not everyone can go out there or has the guts to go out there, just because those protests, like, there's a lot of bad things going on in the protests. I've seen people get knocked out with those like rubber bullet things or whatever. But anyways, I don't really want to get too deep into that topic, just because we'll be sitting here talking forever. But if you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share, and stay tuned for more videos from me. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Now that we have our eyebrows done, what I'm gonna do now is take this Milani little cute set palette. It's called Most Wanted. So I got this one from Walmart, and I believe it was like $6.99. So it just has some really cute, I feel like more on the cool tone rosy colors. And yeah, we're just gonna use this to start. What I'm gonna do is just use this kind of as like an overall color. So I'm just gonna put this kind of all over my eyelid, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what it's given. Okay, so now that that's all over the eyelid, what I'm gonna do is take this pink shade right here, rosy pink shade right here, and start that kind of as our first color we're gonna do. What you wanna do is the natural shape of your eye, where the crease is, you wanna put this above it. Now, for this, because you don't want it to be so harsh, you wanna use kind of like a fluffy brush to blend that in. Hopefully that makes sense. Also, the way I'm doing this is I'm just kind of tapping it in there, and then you want to tap the excess off, because you don't want too much on your eye to start out with. You can always add, but it's kind of hard to take away or blend it out. So we're just gonna put that here. So now that we have that on, you want to take an even smaller brush, because this one it's going to go in the crease. So I will put this one in the crease. So let me get a brush to show you guys. So this is a Morphe M506 brush. This is really good for very detailed small looks that you want to do. And so I'm just gonna now go into this color right here, and now I'm gonna actually put this in the crease of my eye right here. So you see how the other one was above it, and this one is gonna be inside. So, and we're just gonna take it the same way and tap the excess off. Okay, so now you want to take the first brush you used and go ahead and blend out the harsh creases right there. And now I'm gonna go into this darker shade. And this will be where I kind of want to keep it on the outer corner because I'm not gonna try to drag this in. So I'm just gonna, you see that? And with darker shades, you really need to be careful because you can literally mess up your whole look if you go overboard. So, and I don't really want this look to be super intense. So, I'm just basically keeping it in this outer corner right here. What I was taught when I was learning makeup was kind of like a V shape. And that's what I'm gonna do. Just dip some back in there. Is we're gonna take this lighter shade in the palette and we're gonna put it on top, or like on the bigger section. So with this, when it comes to this part, you can either use the lighter shade or you can do like, this is the part where you can do the glitter and the sparkles or whatever you want to do, the shimmer, all that stuff. But this palette is an all matte palette, so we're just gonna take the lightest shade and we're just gonna take the lighter shade and dip our thing in there, our brush in there. And I honestly just like to drag. The lighter shades are a little harder, so I like to drag and just go ahead and start applying. Okay, so this is the part where I'm gonna take this shade, this is the shade, the first shade we used, and in order to create a gradient effect, I'm just gonna put that right beside that white, just to give it something to flow into, basically. So. And deepen up this. don't know how it's looking on camera, but this is actually the type of look I was going for. I didn't want nothing too harsh, and I didn't want anything too out there, because that's normally my forte. This is just supposed to be a simple, like, you don't really know what you're doing, but you just want to look cute type of eye look, you know what I mean? So one thing too that I've learned with doing makeup is you gotta trust the process. Cause honestly, when I was doing this look, I was like, sweetie, I was like, I don't know if this is coming together, but it honestly doesn't look that bad. In the palette, where did I put it? Oh, this Milani palette, I feel like really isn't that bad. Even just for a regular palette, beginner's palette, whatever. Like, this is actually a really cute palette, and it fits in your purse. So, very good traveling size palette, all that stuff. To be able to come out with a super cute look. And I didn't use this look, but I feel like if I was going all out, or let's say I had a date night, or I wanted to go out to the club or something, like, that's when you spice it up and you put your intense type of look on, and you do your thing. Like, you can come up with so many different looks, smoky eye look, all that stuff with this palette. But anyway, so we're gonna now move on to the face. I typically do my eyeliner and lashes towards the end, so we're gonna move on to the face. And I am just gonna go ahead and moisturize my face. And I think it has cucumber and kale. But yes, honey. All right, so now we are going to take this e.l.f. primer. So we're gonna take this e.l.f. primer, and it's the hydrating face primer. Now, I did get this one from Target, and I can tell you the price if I could find it. It was $6. So I'm actually really excited to try this, because honestly, I don't even know the last time I did like a bought drugstore makeup or products. Prime. I've been liking the dewy look, but I also bought a matte makeup and concealer. So I'm like, okay, girl, we're gonna need some hydration under this skin. Oh yeah. This feels amazing. Like velvety. So now, oh no, I bought the dewy one. Okay, so now we are gonna go into, this is one of my favorites. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. So we're just gonna shake her up, and I'm hoping this is my color, because honey, trying to figure it out without swatching it. Let's see, it kind of looks like it'll be fine. I'm just gonna use this brush. It looks very light or yellow on camera, but I'm looking at the mirror right here, and it actually looks really good. So, I don't got one of them fancy cameras, y'all. I'm using my iPhone, so bear with me. are just going to use that same e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the 16-hour camo concealer and the color Tan Sand, and we're going to use that to conceal our face. Now, I normally, when I'm concealing, let it stay on my face to become mattified, but because this is already a mattifying concealer, we are just going to go ahead and go straight into concealing. Powder. I love this powder. It's from the drugstore, and y'all done messed up my makeup. It's from the drugstore, and it works really well, like really good. So normally I use the Laura Mercier, but lately this has been who I've been using. Y'all, I need to wipe my hands because, honey, it's not perfect. Take our beauty sponge and, first of all, make sure there's no creasing. And we're just gonna dip it in there and set our face. I know I look like a powdered donut, but that's okay. We are gonna use, so normally I cream contour, but I don't really wanna do all that, and I feel like this is a softer look, so I'm just gonna go and do a powder contour today. But first, before we do that, I just feel like it's easier to blend on top of powder. So we're gonna set the rest of our face with this loose powder from CoverGirl, and it's a translucent light. But it has a tint to it, so that's why I'm using it. You know what, we're just gonna use the same beauty blender. You see how it has like, well, I don't know if you can see, but it has a tint to it. Black Radiance. This is actually a pressed powder, and it is basically, I want to say it was originally a foundation, but honestly, in makeup, there's no rules, so who cares? It is going to be in the Golden Almond, and I'm just going to, it's almost gone. So I'm just going to use this to bronze or contour, whatever. This here. I know I still look a little crazy, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do now is, now this one is not a drugstore, but I forgot to pick one up. This is just gonna be my Sephora mineralized compact powder. Basically, it is just to, you see all this like whiteness. It's like a, I guess you can say, like a foundation powder. Basically, it just helps put the color back into your skin. Also to make sure you don't have no flashback, honey. So we're just gonna put that all over. See, that helped a lot better. So now what we're gonna do is go into the blush. This is so cute. This is a rose powder blush from Milani Cosmetics, and we're gonna go in with that to do our blush. Let me open it. I'm struggling today. Okay, yeah, so this is what she looks like. I love, Milani is actually one of my favorite drugstore brands. So we're just gonna go in and put her on our cheeks. Okay, so for the highlight, this one is not new. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys how much the Milani was. She was $6.99. So, this is old, but a great highlighter. This one is from Maybelline as well, and it's the Molten Gold. And we're just gonna use her to highlight the face. Going to clean up my contour and then move on to the rest of my eyes. So when I do my contour, I like to swoop it because I kind of feel like it also gets those like smile lines. So yeah, so now we're just gonna move on to the rest of our eyes. Go ahead and line my eyes with this NYX liner. It's the matte liquid liner, and I'm gonna line my eyes that. Okay, so here's the liner. I didn't want to do a crazy big liner. I feel like I'm always like trying to do something dramatic. So I'm like, finally, once Asia, just do something simple, okay? So there's that, and I'm also gonna use my Lash Paradise Voluminous Waterproof Mascara. This one is from L'Oreal. Having a hard time opening that out of the way. We are gonna move to lashes. So these are the lashes I bought. Pre-perm push-up from Salon Perfect. So we're just gonna pop these on. Oh, and these were from Walmart, and I think they were $6. Everything I bought, girl, I try to keep it under $10 because I really wasn't supposed to be out there looking for no makeup. But what you can do too is if you ever put something like lashes on and you feel like it doesn't give you enough volume, you can always stack the lashes. I think today, because I'm not really looking to go crazy with my lashes, I am just going to, whatever these look like, just pop them on as is. I know there's like glue on my eyes, but it's gonna dry clear, so it still needs to dry. But anyways, got my lashes on, so now what we're gonna do is time to take the powder off. So I'm just gonna use that same brush I used. And kind of like press this in, not really wipe it away. I mean, I guess you're doing both. And you see how it defined my contour. And y'all see that highlight trying to come in? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so now it's time for our lips, I believe. And just to make sure we have an overall look and do the cleanup details. So I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean up my lips because I don't like with all that extra makeup. Two lip liners from NYX. One is Club Hopper. No, I'm sorry. One is Vintage Retro, and then the other is Sandstorm. And I'm trying to figure out what lip. I think I'm gonna go with the darker lip. And we're gonna line our lips with this. Off the first lip liner that I used, which was Vintage, and that's because I was like, girl, that don't go with the lip gloss you bought. The lip gloss I bought was from NYX, and it was $4.99. It was $4.99, and it's the Fortune Cookie butter gloss. These are like one of my favorite lip glosses. It's the butter gloss lip gloss. And it was $4.99. we're gonna just use the Morphe Mist for our face. So when I do powders, I always feel like it's so much powder that I have to go in with the second time for the spray. So once this dries, we're gonna do that again. Alright, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some earrings on and put the topper lip on, and then I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. Let me get closer. Yep, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I hope I wasn't all over the place. I tried to explain it. Maybe I'll do another one and explain every step easier. I'm still trying to get used to all this stuff. Yeah, so just let me know down in the comments below what other videos you guys want to see, or even any beginner videos, because listen, I was there before where I didn't know what I was doing when it came to doing my makeup, but I wanted to learn how to do it. I want to be able to share that with you guys and explain to you guys each step and how to do stuff. So just let me know down in the comment section below what other videos you want to see, and or any beginner friendly videos. So I'll see you guys in my next video.